Hello and welcome again to another episode of The Beach Gamer, and I'll be doing one of my top 10s again, and this week we'll be covering something a little bit different. It will not be my opinions on games this week. It will be more to show off my gaming collection and what I've got. And this week we'll actually be covering top 10 rarest PAL Xbox original games. So I'm going to show you a few that didn't make the list, and the first one, quite a common one, Conquer Live and Reloaded, doesn't make the list. Then we've got quite a little, beginning to get pricey, Jet Set Radio Fusion, unfortunately did not make the list. And then we got Tap. So basically, we will begin now by going straight into our number 11 bonus pick of what I believe to be the top 10 rarest Xbox original games. Cheers. Okay, so here we are with the number 11 bonus pick of my Xbox rarest games, and I will be showing you this one. So this is Godzilla Destroy All Monsters Melee, and I can tell you a little bit about this game. So basically, the game was actually meant to be released on PS2, but was cancelled, and so it was actually an exclusive for the Xbox, which is a good thing, as Xbox doesn't have many exclusives. The game itself is actually take Street Fighter 2 and cross it with Rampage, and you have this game, Godzilla, so it's kind of like your standard Godzillas from the older games, and you're basically, you can pick Mecha Godzilla, Godzilla from the 90s, Godzilla from the year 2000s, and you basically fight against other monsters, and you get to pick locations like Seattle, like Tokyo, like San Francisco, and you basically pick up buildings, throw at other monsters, and you do special moves, and you basically just have a wild time in a city, and yeah, it's a good blast, it's good fun. It's not personally my game, not personally my kind of game, but yeah, I would say this is my number 11 bonus pick, and that's Godzilla Destroy All Monsters Melee. Now we're going to move swiftly on to the top 10 rarest Xbox games in my collection. And here we are, straight into the number 10 spot, and it's a cold spot at that, and that is the Xbox game Siberia at number 10. And here we are at number 9. I would call it the Plunder from Down Under, actually, and that's AFL Live Premiership Edition. And your number 8, I think this is more very difficult to find UK exclusive, and that's Knights of the Temple 2. And at number 7, one of the most popular games for the Xbox original, and that's Steel Battalion. And at number 6, very difficult UK version to find one of these, especially sealed, and that's Gene Troopers. And at number 5, we're at the halfway point, and this is more bonus game viewing, and this will actually be Hamburger Club Football for you. Cheers.
Anschluss erfolgt in wenigen Sekunden. Deswegen geht es jetzt weiter mit unserem Kommentator Marcel. Vielen Dank, Paul.
And here we are, back for more at number 4, and we have the tricky to find Greg Hastings Tournament Paintball Maxed. And in at number 3, it's one of the hardest to find Australian exclusives. I think this is very rare. It is Cabela's Deer Hunt 2005 season. And coming in at number 2, it's the now very pricey and very tricky to find Shaolin Showdown. So here we are, number 1. And just before I begin talking about the number 1 itself, let me just say, obviously, this is just my opinion of my own gaming collection. And there are games like Room Zoom, which I don't own, Tasmanian Tiger Free, which I don't own. So basically, I mean, there's probably Germans out there thinking, oh, this game isn't rare. Obviously, I'm living in the UK, so I don't see a lot of like shops in other countries to really scan where these games are. So I'm just basically going off what I believe what I've seen around the UK to be the rarest Xbox PAL game. So, coming to that, we talked about Shaolin Showdown being the number 2, and you think, what could possibly top Shaolin Showdown? I mean, it's a game going for CEX for the moment for £140. Well, there isn't no copies, but £140 is quite a lot of money. So, but I believe less copies of this game were made. I've read somewhere that the sales were really bad on it. And I also read that someone was looking for this game for 2.5 years. 2.5 years searching for this game to get into their collection. And the game itself is actually Yeti Sports Arctic Adventures. So the game itself, it's actually a game. It's actually a bunch of mini games, like a series of mini games, and you're basically a Yeti, and you slide down. You're on a snowboard, and you're sliding down a peak, and you're throwing. You're picking up penguins to throw at like fish statues. And then there's other side games as well. You got like seagulls flying penguins into drop spots, and you got like Yetis versus penguins and kind of a noughts and crosses kind of game. Yeah, it's really quite quirky. I wouldn't say it's a bad game. I've had a little bit of a blast. I wouldn't say it's that bad. It's good for a little blast, I would say. But yeah, this is definitely my number 1 pick, and what I consider to be the number 1 rarest game in my Xbox collection. Yeah, so thank you for watching. Hit the like and subscribe if you haven't done so, and yeah, we'll be back again with another episode of The Beach Gamer. Peace out.